What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Easy back with a brand new video, guys. And today we got another update video on a pair of shoes I've been wearing for about 3 years now. Very special shoe. We're talking about the Air Jordan 1 Chicago Reimagined, also known as Lost and Found. Let's get into it. Excuse my voice, I'm a little under the weather right now, but the show must go on. Work still to get done. And I got the Air Jordan 1 Lost and Founds, and this shoe came out 2022, so it's been about 3 years of me having this shoe. I'm gonna give you guys my updates about it if I felt like it was worth the cop. Now, one thing that's always impressed me about the shoe is the storytelling behind it, and of course the extra things that come with, the box. Of course, got the newspaper, article paper, you know what I'm saying? As well, you got the old school receipt, which is really cool. That all still feels the same. But here we got it, y'all. The Air Jordan 1 Chicago Lost and Founds. Now, this shoe this is the first Chicago that, at least high, that I was able to own. And I was very excited to pick up the shoe. Picking up the shoe, it was a crazy story. I'm gonna leave the link down below. After you get finished watching the video, check out my pickup vlog of the shoe, because it was madness, man. But it was 2022. I think this shoe released around November time. So this was like the most hype shoe as far as GR releases of the year at the time, man, because we haven't seen a Chicago since like 2015 to be released to the general public. And at the time, and maybe even to this very same day, people classify this as the best reimagined sneaker. Could be, definitely could be. But overall, let's start with this right here, man. So I actually have not cleaned this shoe at all, really. And what I will say, with me not even cleaning the shoe, you still see that this shoe still looks pretty much the same. And that's one big pro I will say, is the wearability. Because the shoe already kind of has like a worn look to it, wearing this shoe for like 3 years, it doesn't really it doesn't age anymore. It really just stays the same. And I do like that. I know some people like their shoe to kind of like, they want to experience the age, putting the miles themselves. But at least with this kind of shoe, it already has that age look. So it looked fine. Like, it still looked just as nice when I first got them in 2022. Another thing I will say about the shoe is that, as far as material-wise, the material in the shoe was still very good, in my humble opinion. And breaking in time for the shoe did not take long at all. I think the insole is a polyester insole, I believe. No, I'm sorry. It's Dream Cell. I mean, this shoe does not feel uncomfortable at all. I wore this shoe just fine. I'm not saying it's a New Balance, but it's like, I still had comfortability wearing the shoe. There goes the bottoms too as well. Still got that age look. And overall, man, this shoe, like, I've enjoyed wearing this shoe, and really enjoyed just, traveling to a lot of states. I wore the shoe out in Kansas, Florida, Georgia, Tennessee. So for the little traveling I have done, I wore these shoes like a lot of places. This is like one of the main shoes I bought. So definitely, as far as wearability, that's a big pro. There is a slight con I will say, is that if you were to try to clean this shoe, unfortunately, I don't know if you haven't heard or not, but I'm telling you now, this shoe does bleed. So if you were to clean the red part, it does bleed. So you got to be careful and make sure that you don't have any of that liquid drop on the white part of the shoe, because it does bleed. I saw some crazy videos of this shoe bleeding, and it gets all leather, and it's a pain to get off. But overall, I definitely enjoyed this shoe. We do have the Air Jordan 1 Low Chicago that is releasing this year around November, December time. So do you really need this shoe if the Chicago 1 Low is coming out? And I would say that if you want to get all the shoes in the reimagined collection, I mean, here's the thing. This is still one of the best ones. And this shoe, I do think this shoe is still worth the resale, just because of the fact that, there's no telling where we're gonna get a Chicago high. We might get one as soon as next year, maybe, with the Bred 85s, who knows. But they're not going as much as they were in the past, though. Like, I think these were like almost $400. I think resale of this shoe is like maybe 280, 275. I still think that getting this shoe dead stock is definitely still worth it. Now, if you don't really care about that, you rather just get the Chicago one lows, I do definitely understand that as well. You know, I just think that with this shoe right here, it's a Chicago colorway, but it's different enough to make it where it has its own identity in a way. You know what I'm saying? The shape is really more in line of the 94 cut of the Air Jordan 1, which I do like. And this shoe just kind of has its own character in a way. You know what I'm saying? Like comparing this shoe to like the 2015 Chicago's. I mean, yeah, it's the same color blocking, but this shoe definitely does have its own identity. So I like this shoe because it's unique to me, man. So I do definitely think that these were worth the price. These were worth the cop too as well. And like I said, you know, very wearable shoe. The shoe kind of always has an aged look, and it's not as aged as like the UNC Reimagines that came out this year. It's not super duper bright pitch yellow on the midsole. It's the perfect sail color. You know what I'm saying? So I love this shoe, man. I definitely think this shoe was definitely worth it. Now, the real question is this the best reimagined shoe? Well, you know what? I'm gonna leave that for the comments section for y'all guys to debate down below. Overall, guys, material, good. Wearability, good. Everything's good about the shoe, man. And I definitely think it's worth the price, guys. So if you want a spin on a Chicago colorway and you don't want to pay the resale for like a 2015 pair, I definitely recommend these right here, man. You might even be able to find a shoe used too. And the beautiful thing about this shoe, even a used pair will still look good, man. Promise you. So that's my thoughts about the Air Jordan 1 lost and found, guys. Let me know if this is a pair of shoes that you would buy. And let me know down below how your experience with picking up the shoe, because it was very limited, man. Check out the link to my video down below about my experience picking up the shoe, guys. I'll see y'all next video. Peace.